Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to cover the 5VM front splitter and the side skirts, where I got them, whether I would buy them again or not. Stay tuned. So the first thing I want to talk about is the ground clearance on the front splitter with the 5VM style. If you do not plan on getting the front lift, or if you did not already order it and you're looking to add a 5VM style splitter, don't do it unless you have the front lift. Without the front lift, my driveway is not at a high incline, but still it gets really close, even with the front lift engaged. If I did not have the front lift, there was no way I could do a 5VM style on my car. The next are these 5VM style side skirts. I absolutely love this style. There are more available in the market that don't have this side wing. They're less aggressive, but this is something that I always wanted to have when I envisioned my car when they first announced it in 2022. And then after, when they came out with this style side skirts, this is what I wanted from day one. So I absolutely love these. For some people, this is way too aggressive, but for me, this was how I envisioned my car, and that's what I went with. Another thing that I've noticed with these are this significantly reduces the rock chips that get kicked from the front wheel that you can hear while driving if there are small rocks on the road. They don't sound as loud because now they're not rising as high, because this indent otherwise is like an open gap for rock chips to hit right here that you can hear more inside the cabin. But with this, I hear less of them. You still hear them, but they're not as significant as if you did not have this rocker panel or side skirt. The next thing that I added on this car was this high wing spoiler. This is not a factory option. Even though I wanted it, GM said that you cannot add a high wing on an orange car. It's as ridiculous as it sounds. I do not know why that was, but I had to go aftermarket and install it myself. And that's a perfect segue to tell you about who I ordered it from, how much I paid, how difficult it was, and whether I would go a different route the next time. So I paid about $1,560 for the side skirts, the front splitter, and the rear high wing spoiler. The front splitter is a two-piece. The one piece was more expensive. I went with the two-piece, and I bought it from Extreme Online Store. They were advertising like crazy on my YouTube, and there were some videos of, and I want to say sponsored videos from the website that YouTubers were promoting their product, and they were really pleased with it. And I made the mistake of trusting YouTube's paid promotions. I am not pleased with the quality of the product. I am not pleased with the customer service. I wasn't happy with the instructions that came with the product. And before I get into my complaints about this brand or the product that I received, I know there were a lot of viewers from a previous video where I was telling about why I felt I was disappointed with the features of the 2024 C8 Corvette. But this time I want to take you guys up close, show you exactly what I'm complaining about, just so you know that I'm not kidding when I say that the quality of the product is not up to mark. So let me cover the front splitter first, because I have absolutely no complaints with the front splitter. It is just as I expected. It was the easiest thing to put on. It looks great. Everything that I was expecting, they were able to fulfill. But come to the side skirt, this is where things start getting not so good. So the first thing is just the fit and finish of the paint and the mold itself. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to capture it on camera, but I'm going to try my best. So if you see right here where my finger is, there's a joint between the first mold and the second. Now, I don't know if you can pick it up. You can definitely see it, and it doesn't pick up as well on camera. Like if this was your show car, Extreme Online Sport, and I understand you get what you pay for, but Extreme Online Sport is not the way to go. The other thing is, I put it on perfectly. It aligns perfectly right here and goes all the way perfectly fine. I pushed it all the way in. I had help when I was putting it on, but still at the end here, if you can see, there's a gap. What is that gap? That's supposed to be pushed in like that, but it's pushed out and it looks bad, and this is what you get. And one thing I do want to mention is that I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I do understand the concepts of torquing things down, aligning things. I can and I have done basic maintenance on my cars myself, so it wasn't a matter of me not being skilled enough to put it there. As I said, I had help while putting it on, but still they just didn't line up, and there are flaws in the paint and the way it looks. So the last thing I want to cover is the rear high wing spoiler. It looks great. It is everything that I asked for, but as I mentioned, I am somewhat mechanically inclined. I understand the concept of torquing, but I fit all these without a problem. This right here, and the last one too. But on this one, I applied the same amount of torque as all the other ones, but when I got to tie this one, I don't know if you can see, this plastic cracked, and I believe the way the female side of the nut was placed inside the plastic mold was somewhat crooked, and then when I went to tighten it down, this thing cracked off. And it does bother me, but it is what it is, and I started to live with it. But would I go Extreme Online Sport route ever again? Probably not. I did buy, let me show you this. I did buy these grill guards off of eBay and I installed these myself, and these are way better quality than Extreme Online Sport. And I know they're zip tied, but you can hardly notice it. So the last thing I forgot to mention was the instructions. So the underside of this side skirt has to be riveted into the body of the car. Unfortunately, it was not pre-drilled, and every video that I saw of these YouTubers promoting this brand and trying to install it, they already had pre-drilled holes. I contacted their customer service and they were like, oh, we changed our design and now it doesn't come. And I was like, I need to know where exactly I'm drilling into, because I don't want to drill into my car not knowing exactly if that's the right place to do it or not. But they were like, that's just a new design. You can look up videos to get an idea. That was the most horrible answer that I could have gotten, but it is what it is. I got them installed, and I think I did a good job, except for the product itself not being great. Now, if I had to buy the same things ever again, which route would I go to? I would definitely go to ACS Composite. Their products are premium quality, great instructions, great customer service. Oh, and I emailed Extreme Online Sport, Extreme Online Store, giving them feedback on their product, and I showed them pictures of exactly why I feel they were not of good quality. And guess what? No reply at all. Never. And I wrote a review. Where is that review on their website, on the product page? Nowhere. They are a shady company. Stay away from them and don't buy Extreme Online Store. Have a good one, guys.